What's going on, everybody? Safar Sadek here. Me and Nick Bean, aka Malavian Da'at, and Errol One have been conversating over the past few days. And Errol One, which is about 10 or 11 years my senior, to my surprise when I found out. And he's been both these brothers have been long time subscribers. They were subscribed to me when I had started out making MGTOW videos about 5 years ago. And Errol One asked me a question and expressed, several concerns based on that question. And it was a pretty good question. And the concerns were actually valid too. And it was in regards to, how are we gonna be able to get wives and stuff when we get into the wilderness? And the reason why he's asking this, because you got all these other Hebrew Israelite camps out here teaching that, they would have you believe that when we get over to the wilderness, it's going to be, nothing but orgies and a big fuck fest, and niggas are going to be able to get over there and have all the women they want and blah, blah, blah. All this shit these niggas are teaching from a thirsty ass, no self-control, no self-discipline perspective. And ain't none of that shit gonna happen like they're putting out there. None of it. These niggas is just thirsty as hell and trying to pretend like they're holy and righteous by, saying that they're celibate and everything, when in reality they should be doing all that bullshit over here while there's still grace to be forgiven for it. Because when we get to the wilderness of the people, it's gonna be the death penalty all over again for everything. So I'm going to get into this from this perspective, based on this elder's questions and concerns and everything. Now, if you haven't already, I've done 4 videos touching on the wilderness of the people, how we're going to get over there and everything. One of them is entitled Wilderness of the People. The other one is about Melchizedek, and you'll find out some information about how we get from here to the wilderness and how Melchizedek plays a key role. And I did another one called The 1/3. And one of my other subscribers, Mike Yehuda, had asked me some questions. And I did a video responding to him called I Will Plead With Thee. And that one right there, if you don't watch any of the other 3, that one you definitely need to watch after you watch this one, if you hadn't already, because it's just going to tie all this together. But I'm going to show you all in scriptures that all this thirsty ass teaching and shit that these niggas are putting out there is just that, thirsty ass teaching. These niggas swear up and down these women gonna be doing this and that and the other, and they're gonna be in for a big surprise when they get over there, because ain't none of that shit gonna be going on like they're telling you all. None of it. Let's get in here. Let's start in Ezekiel chapter 20, and I'm gonna read verses 35 through 38. And this is gonna sum up those other lessons that I mentioned and everything. Then we're gonna really go deep. I'm gonna take y'all's ass to school right before we end this lesson. And Ahia will bring you into the wilderness of the people, and there will Ahia plead with you face to face. In other words, on a case-by-case basis. And he gonna deal with you according to your thirstiness and your lack of self-control due to not fasting and all this other shit you involved in and everything. Everybody, he's gonna have angels all over the place in that wilderness when we get over there, carrying out all his instructions. And you're gonna be dealt with on a case-by-case basis. When we get over there, if you'll look at the video I did, Wilderness of the People, you'll find out I went into the Dead Sea Scrolls and found out that Judah, Benjamin, and Levi are gonna be the first ones over there. We're gonna be the first ones to get out of Babylon. You gotta watch the other ones, especially Melchizedek, to see how. The other 10 tribes are gonna be last to get over there. Why? Because the ones that are last shall be first, the ones that are first shall be last. They were the first ones over here, they're gonna be the last ones to go back. We were the last ones to get over here, we're gonna be the first ones to go back over there. So when we get over there, we're gonna be separated by the angels by tribes. Yes, we are. And that's extremely important. And these niggas ain't teaching this shit. And as I said, as we get through this lesson, I'm going to show you why that's very important, and that's going to be the main reason why most of you niggas going to get caught up when we get over there. We get over there, they're going to have everybody that's supposed to be Judah. The angels are going to walk through the damn congregation. You over here. Levi, you over there. Benjamin, you over there. Niggas going to be standing over there, and Benjamin said, what the fuck you doing over here? Get your ass over there. You don't belong over there. But I thought, who the hell told you to thought? Get over there. Everybody going to be everybody going to be numbered according to tribe. And this is for a reason. So that's part of the way how we're going to be pleaded with, which means to judge when we get over there. And each person is going to be judged on a case-by-case basis. Go look at the video I did, I will plead with thee, and at the end of that video, you will see how every person, you're going to see how every person is going to be dealt with on a case-by-case basis. Yeah, we got all these demons around here. I hope you fall off of that shit, fucking idiot. But anyway, verse 36, like as I pleaded with your fathers in the wilderness of the land of Egypt, so will I plead with you, said Ahiah. And Ahiah will cause you to pass under the rod. I go into more detail about that in the other videos. Go watch them and you'll see what that means. And I will bring you into the bond of the covenant. In other words, you're going back under the death penalty of the law, which has been taken out of the way through grace. All of us ought to be dead. If it weren't for grace, wouldn't none of us be here right now. But when you get over there to the wilderness, them angels they're gonna be dispatched out there to carry out the orders. One of these niggas fuck up, death. I ain't gonna do it no more. Yeah, I know you ain't gonna do it no more. Nope. Bullshit time is gonna be over when your ass get over there. A lot of motherfuckers gonna get over there and wish they had died over here, and all the hell that's about to pop off over here pretty soon. Yeah, you thought you escaped, only to get over there, and it's gonna be 1,000 times worse than anything that's gonna be going on over here. So ain't nobody escaping shit. The only thing you're gonna do is just delay it and go somewhere else and get it worse than if you had stayed here. So you might want to think about that. And that go for you heathens too, because some of y'all going over there too, like it or not. Verse 38. And I will purge out from among you the rebels and them that transgress against me. There will be a purge over there. And it's gonna happen. I'm telling you, more people are gonna die maybe from the first 4 to 6 months when we first get over there than the rest of the time. Because after that, everybody else ain't gonna want to fuck around and bullshit no more when they see how many motherfuckers are gonna die that didn't get the memo before they got over there. I will bring them forth out of the country where they sojourn, and they shall not enter into the land of Israel. And ye shall know that I am Ahiah. What's gonna happen? They're gonna get over there and their bones are gonna join the bones of the other clowns, our forefathers that came out of ancient Egypt and got out there and wanted to cut the food. Their bones will join bones with them. Because the Most High ain't playing with our asses. All right. Now, let's look at Jeremiah chapter 2, verses 34 through 36. Also, in thy nigger bitch skirts is found the blood of the souls of the poor innocents, the aborted children. Oh, you thought you was going to get over there and that was going to be forgotten about? No, ma'am. I have not found it by secret search, but upon all these. Yep. All the shit that y'all do, it's well known what y'all done. There's no secret search need to be done. Hell, it's common knowledge that y'all did that shit. All you got to do is look at the medical records. He ain't got to do no secret search. Hell, the niggas you got pregnant by know that you did it for the most part. Ain't got to be no secret search. Verse 36. Watch this. Y'all thought this was just in 2nd Esdras. Nope, it was here too. Why gaddest thou about so much? In other words, exercise sexual liberation to change thy way. Because our women didn't used to be in the shape that they're in now. They didn't. Thou also shalt be ashamed of Egypt, America. Yep, when y'all get over there, you women, y'all gonna be ashamed of this shit that y'all revel in now. As thou wast ashamed of Assyria in the Middle East when you was over there, when you was fucking up. But it's worse here. Y'all gonna be ashamed of that shit when you get over there, because all your dirty laundry gonna be aired out for everybody to see and hear. And this motherfucker still gonna be getting destroyed because they just don't believe. Niggas are hard-headed, so It's going to require a lot of death just to get the rest of us attention. That was for you women. Now, I'm going to read Isaiah chapter 4, verse 4. I'm not reading verse 1. So all you thirsty niggas that thought I was going to read that, nope, ain't going to happen. Not in this lesson, I ain't. You go read it yourself and then sit there and thirst to death and watch your porn or jack off or whatever it is to get you off. I'm not reading that here. So, Error 1, when we get over there to the wilderness, this is going to also take place. When Ahiah shall have washed away the filth of the daughters, nigger bitches of Zion, and shall have purged the blood of Jerusalem from the midst thereof by the spirit of judgment and by the spirit of burning. You hear that, Error 1 and the rest of y'all? So, let me tell y'all this. You got some of these camps out there teaching that because our women are so filthy, and they are, worse than any of these other nations are. And so they teach that because of this, when we get over to the wilderness, everything, that in order for us to procreate Israel, which is not necessary, because there's too many damn little nigglings running around here now, that when we get over there, we're going to have to be taking wives at very young ages, probably down to about 11 or 12. You got a lot of Israelites to teach that because more than likely they're virgins. Even though in this society, a lot of them are starting to have babies and extremely sexually active, messing around with older men and each other and shit like that. No, we will not be doing that shit. I'm going to put that out there for the record. Go watch the video I did, molestation. You'll see why a lot of our women are in the shape that they're in. And this teaching plays a key role in it. And you had a lot of sisters and a lot of brothers that when they first woke up and started listening to these teachings about Israel and everything, man, as soon as they heard that shit right there, they just turned right off. I can't say I blame them and everything. Who the hell, really? Come on, man. You in your damn late 30s, 40s, and 50s and shit, and you really want to fuck a 12-year-old and marry her and have a family by her? She's just a child, man. But that's what a lot of these niggas teach. No, that's not going to be happening. The Most High is going to clean these bitches up here when we get over there with the spirit of judgment and the spirit of burning. Because that's what it's going to take to clean their asses up. Extremely filthy. Just go on the internet and look at these, what these Israelites talking about, these ghetto gagger videos and thoughts and all this other shit they got on the internet. You look at some of y'all watch some of this shit, so you already know what the deal is. Our women are fucked up, man, real bad. And so it's going to take the spirit of burning and the spirit of judgment to clean their asses up. So no, we will not be marrying very young women. And no, fuck no. And I'm putting that out there for the record. I don't give a damn what the rest of them clowns say. That's for the record. But it's amazing how these niggas love going to Isaiah 4 chapter 1, but they never come down here to Isaiah 4 chapter 4. And y'all know this to be true. All right, let's switch gears. Let's look at 1 Timothy chapter 3. I'm going to read verses 2 and verse 12. Now watch this. Now this is where shit gonna get interesting right here. A bishop must be blameless, the husband of one wife, vigilant, sober, of good behavior, given to hospitality, apt to teach. In verse 12, let the deacons be the husbands of one wife, ruling their children in their own house as well. That's 1 Timothy chapter 3, verses 2 and verse 12. Yeah, and I know as I read this, I know some of y'all go, I don't give a fuck about that. I'm going to get over there and have me 15 wives. Well, that's your prerogative. And you're going to have 15 here. You ain't going to live long. And you ain't going to have much resources either. And other Israelites has got resources, ain't helping you and giving you shit. Fuck you. You got 15 wives, you're going to have to deal with that shit. And if you don't have the resources to take care of it, then that's your problem. And it's amazing how niggas with this mentality of, when I get over there, I'm going to have all the women I want. These are the same motherfuckers over here paying child support to 3, 4, 5, 6 plus damn kids by 3, 4, 5, 6 different women. Yeah, it's that crowd. And you would think they learn, no, can't get right. So when they get over there to the wilderness, should they make it over there, you're not going to supernaturally change into some pious saint. That's bullshit. When you get over there, you're going to be exactly the same as you are now. The only thing that's going to change is the location. That's all. The way you are right now is exactly the way you're going to be when you get over there. And that's when judgment going into full effect immediately. So if you're a dumbass and you think you got all this game and everything, but you paying child support for all these damn kids and shit, the game is on you, dummy. The state and the government and these women are gaming your dumb ass. You ain't got no game. The game is on you. And that's why a lot of these niggas are scared to make certain moves and everything, because they got to pay that child support. And they fear the government. They can say whatever they want to. These niggas are terrified of Esau. Especially when it come down to this damn child support shit. They can talk all the shit they want. Let these motherfuckers miss a couple of payments. They don't give a damn about this damn pandemic. Nah, fuck that. These niggas are terrified. They fear that shit more than they do the Most High. Well, he didn't tell you to go out there and do that. You did that on your own. So that's your fucking problem. And it's really going to be your fucking problem when you get to the wilderness. But yeah, now how is it that Paul taught and set up in the so-called church during the apostolic age that the leaders of Israel, the qualifications for the leaders of Israel was to be husbands of one wife? Well, you know, in the Old Testament, they had multiple wives and concubines. See, that's that thirsty ass mentality to bring this shit up. And look what happened to them niggas. They love to bring up David and Solomon. Go back and read what happened to David and Solomon. The same thing, worse gonna happen to y'all stupid ass. Just because somebody else did something don't mean you should do it, because, I mean, you know. But like I said, this is the same crowd that's paying all this damn child support and bitching and crying about it. I don't feel sorry for them. They deserve that shit. Because you should have learned the first time it happened. Out here working your ass off and got to do all this shit and everything just to damn appease these bitches and keep them going to prison. Fuck it. Walk away and go to prison. And say the hell with it. So there you see it right there. Now how is it that this having all these wives and everything changed in the New Testament for the leaders of Israel? See, a lot of y'all ain't gonna never be a leader of Israel. You'll be in the role of an Eli while you're over here, only to get your ass wore out, then to get over there and be like, whoo, man, I'm glad that shit's over with. Oh hell, it's time to fuck now. Now all you can think about is running and getting some damn stinking ass pussy that ain't even been clean yet. Man, some of y'all motherfuckers are pathetic. I'm just keeping it real with you. Some of y'all are pathetic. You got motherfuckers that are paraplegic, ain't even got no damn arms or legs, and all this nigga sit around thinking about is getting some pussy all day. What the fuck you gonna do? Okay, I'm gonna give you a scenario with that right there. This motherfucker ain't got no arms or legs, and all he talk about, man, I want me some pussy. So somehow he gets some bitch to agree to give him some pussy. I don't know how he gonna pay her. She gonna have to run his credit card, you know, to get the money, or he got it somewhere. She gonna have to get it, and then she gonna have to pick his ass up like an infant, put him in her car or whatever, or put him on a bus, or however they gonna get to the room or wherever they gonna go. She gotta carry his ass in there with her luggage and all that shit. Then get in there, and then put him on the bed. She gotta lay down flat on her back up against the wall, push the bed up against the wall, lay this nigga over on the other side, and then he'll start rolling real fast and land on top of her after a few tries, and then get up on top of him. She done had to take his clothes off and everything. That motherfucker look like a damn big ass inchworm bouncing up and down on top of this bitch, and she fucking wore out and bruised up from him doing that. She got to keep putting his dick back in and everything. Man, fucking preposterous, man. And you always got these motherfuckers, there's something wrong with them. That's all they can think about is damn getting some pussy all the fucking time. And then get with the bitch and can't do shit. And when you get to the wilderness, y'all motherfuckers gonna go over there with the same damn mentality. That shit ain't gonna change. Most of y'all ain't changing that. Oh no, that'll take away all the fun they gonna have with you. But that's the mentality of a lot of you clowns out here. Why? Because you're not fasting, you're eating too damn much, and you're too much into the flesh. You're around bitches all the damn time when you need to be around yourself 99% of the time and hardly ever see a bitch. That's your damn problem. I told you in the last video I did, you got a chance last year to opt out of this shit and get your ass out here. That way you ain't got time to worry about bitches. But because you were so afraid you were gonna miss out on something, or somebody was gonna get something that you wanted, you hung around and you still sticking around, whining and crying. Man, I'm tired of this shit. No, you ain't. You love it. That's why you still there. Tell that lie to somebody else. But yeah, I want y'all to think about that. In the New Testament, Paul set the church up to where the leaders had to be husbands of one wife. No concubines, no second wife, nothing. He put a lot of stipulations on that shit. Why? Because Paul was a student of the law, and Paul knew the law very well, and he very well understood how dealing with multiple women only caused multiple problems. Paul well understood that, and he did more than all the rest of them, and he wasn't even numbered among the 12. So you can come to me with that bullshit all you want to. The Most High gonna get your ass. One way or the other, he gonna get you. Now watch this. Now this is something none of these Hebrew Israelites teach. And most of y'all don't know it because they're not teaching. Oh, I'm taking y'all in tonight. I'm taking y'all in here tonight. Let's look at Numbers chapter 1, verse 18. And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month, which is actually April. And they declared their pedigrees. No, this ain't something to just dealing with dogs. They got that concept from us, which are ancestral records after their families by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names, from 20 years old and upward, by their polls. That's what's going to be going on with us when we get over there to wilderness. Everybody going to be separated by tribe and by pedigree. You're going to know who's who and everything. None of us know that right now. If you say you know it, you're lying. None of us know that right now. And if Esau knew it, he damn sure ain't going to tell you. And I'm going to show you why a lot of y'all have made shipwreck, and a lot of brothers ain't here right now because they overlooked this very important precept right here. And we're going to go to the book of Tobit. And as I read through these, I'll show you what the chapters and verses are. Because And it's amazing. This information is, everybody always talking about the Apocrypha, how they took these books out of the King James Bible, and they did and everything, and niggas done supposedly went in there and read everything there is to know and supposedly have all this damn wisdom and knowledge and everything. Okay, there's no way you could have been doing all that and didn't run up on this. Why you didn't teach it? Why are you not teaching it? And you know it's in there. And that blood is going to be on your hand. Everybody that could have benefited from this, but have made shipwreck because you decided you didn't want to teach it. Well, I'm going to teach it. And it's based on Numbers chapter 1, verse 18, what we just read. I read that and set it up. Now, let's really get in here. It came to pass the same day that in Ecbatane, a city of Media, which is Iran today, Sarah, the daughter of Raguel, was also reproached by her father's maids. Because that she had been married to 7 husbands, whom Asmodeus, the evil spirit, had killed before they had lain with her. Damn. Man, that's pretty intense there. That reminds me of that movie Eve's Bayou that had Sam Jackson and Lynn Whitfield in it. And Sam Jackson had a sister there. It was supposed to be based back in the 60s or sometime back then, down in somewhere in the bayous of Louisiana. And he was supposed to be like a town physician. And he had a sister, which was the town medium or fortune teller or witch, whatever the fuck you want to call her. And they had a scene in that movie where she had done dealt with like multiple men and all of them died. But eventually, at the last one, she finally ran into one she was able to get with and he didn't die. You can't tell me Esau and them didn't go in here and get that out of here. But anyway, dost thou not know, said they, talking about this woman's maids, that thou hast strangled thine husbands? Damn. Thou hast had already 7 husbands. Neither was thou named after any of them. Man, her dad's maids were damn lighting her ass up about this shit. Verse 9. Wherefore dost thou beat us for them? If they be dead, go thy ways after them. Let us never see of thee either son or daughter. Now she's treating them bad and everything. I was like, why the fuck you beating us for a bitch? You the one that had 7 husbands and all of them died, and you must have strangled them motherfuckers or some shit, and now you want to mistreat us and everything? Get the fuck out of here. We don't ever want to see your ass no more. Verse 10. When she heard these things, she was very sorrowful, so that she thought to have strangled herself. Damn, words can really cause motherfuckers to commit suicide. And she said, I am the only daughter of my father, and if I do this, it shall be a reproach unto him, and I shall bring his old age with sorrow unto the grave. See, back then, our people thought about the actions and shit that they would take in life. They were so very thoughtful and considerate of their parents that a lot of things they did not do so that they wouldn't cause a reproach to their parents, especially their father, and cause them so much sorrow and grief that it would take them to their grave. Not like today. Motherfuckers nowadays don't give a shit. All they want to do now is fuck around and bullshit and play like a bunch of retarded kids. Verse 11. Then she prayed toward the window and said, Blessed art thou, O Lord, my power, and thine holy and glorious name is blessed and honorable forever. Let all thy works praise thee forever. And now, O Lord, I set mine eyes and my face towards thee, and say, take me out of the earth, that I may hear no more the reproach. See, back then, women being reproached about not having husbands and stuff like that could drive a bitch to commit suicide, unlike today. Verse 14. Thou knowest, Lord, that I am pure from all sin with man, and that I never polluted my name, nor the name of my father, in the land of my captivity. I am the only daughter of my father, neither hath he any child to be his heir, neither any near kinsman, nor any son of his alive to whom I may keep myself for a wife. My 7 husbands are already dead, and why should I live? But if it please not thee that I should die, command some regard to be had of me, and pity taken of me, that I hear no more reproach. Y'all see that? And the days are coming when you women that don't have a man, a husband, not some baby dad. Nah, fuck, that shit's going away. If you don't have a husband, that reproach is going to be so bad, a lot of y'all are just going to damn take yourselves out. Bye. Verse 16. So the prayers of them both were heard before the majesty of the great power, and Raphael, which is the angel, was sent to heal them both, that is, to scale away the whiteness of Tobit's eyes, and to give Sarah, the daughter of Raguel, for a wife to Tobias, the son of Tobit, which is who this book is about, and to bind Asmodeus, the evil spirit, because she belonged to Tobias by right of inheritance. In other words, by pedigree. We're going to get into it. The self-same time came Tobit home and entered into his house, and Sarah, the daughter of Raguel, came down from her upper chamber. And that was Tobit chapter 3, verses 7 through 17. All right, let's keep trucking. Now here, he's been instructed by Raguel about how to deal with women. You niggas better listen to this shit very carefully and write a 10,000 word essay about this and why your ass need to damn apply diligently to obey and understand this, so when you get over there, you don't get your ass fucked up. And this is coming from Tobit chapter 4, verse 12. Beware of all whoredom, my son, and chiefly take a wife of the seed or pedigree of thy fathers, and take not a strange woman, either from Esau, Edom, you so-called white people, or the other nations, to wife, which is not of thy father's tribe, pedigree. For we are the children of the prophets, Noah, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Remember, my son, that our fathers from the beginning, even that they all married wives of their own kindred, pedigree, and were blessed in their children, and their seed, pedigree, shall inherit the land. That's Tobit chapter 4, verse 12. So any of you stupid asses out there that think, I can marry whoever I want to, Asmodeus is going to be given free reign when we get to the wilderness, to damn take you motherfuckers out, and good riddance for being so damn dumb. We are not even supposed to marry outside our tribe. So right now, Jeremiah chapter 16, verses 1 through 4 is in full effect, where it tells you not to marry a woman in this place. Why? Because you don't know the pedigree, dummy. But you think you know something, though, and wonder why you paying child support to all these damn heathen-ass bitches and hoes of other tribes because you never should have fucked with them. Now, how do you feel now? And a lot of y'all ain't going to accept this, and you're going to try to buck and kick against it and everything, and that's a good thing. And I hope the majority of you that ain't right buck and kick against it, so he could buck and kick your ass out of Israel because you don't deserve to be an Israelite. Get rid of y'all's asses in the first damn week. Bye. Worrying about some damn pussy, but the laws, statutes, and commandments that you always claim you trying to keep and uphold are showing you right here how to do this, and y'all's asses still, well, my ass. That's not my fault these other Israelites didn't teach all this shit, because they just as thirsty as you are. That's why they didn't teach you. We're supposed to marry within our own tribe according to pedigree, and records were I remember when I was growing up, in the era when I grew up, where I came from, if you went to some dude's house and he knew you was interested in his daughter, or if they seen you out in the marketplace or wherever, they'd be like, hey boy, how you doing? Who's your dad? And you'll tell them your father's name. Oh yeah, I know so and so. Yeah, we worked together. We was in the army together. This and that and the other and everything. Yeah, and then they'll start going down the line of different aunts and uncles and all that to make sure you wouldn't lie. If you were lying, you wouldn't know who, even if you knew who these people were and everything, they could pick up on it, and they'd keep asking certain questions until they caught your ass up in that damn lie. But if you was telling the truth, man, a couple of hours would have done went by, y'all done been out there talking about all this shit. That's how it was back then where I was growing up. Where do you think they got that from? Right here. That shit was important until about 1980. Then they just threw all this out the window. Then you wonder why these marriages don't work, wonder why a lot of you motherfuckers are sick, and why a lot of you motherfuckers ain't here no more. This is why right here. But we follow the laws, statutes, and commandments. Not all of them you don't. And the ones pertaining to sex, you disregard them because you determine you're going to do what the fuck you want to do. And Asmodeus is going to get to do what he want to do. On you. All right, let's move on. I'm almost done. This is in Tobias 2. I'll show you what it is when I get done. So he called him, and he came in, and they saluted one another. Then Tobit said unto him, Brother, show me of what tribe and family pedigree thou art. Then said he, I am Azarias, the son of Ananias the great, and of thy brethren. Then Tobit said to that girl's father, Thou art welcome, brother. Be not now angry with me, because I have inquired to know thy tribe and thy family pedigree. For thou art my brother, of an honest and good stock. For I know Ananias and Jonathas, however the fuck you say that, sons of that great Samias, as we went together to Jerusalem to worship, and offered the firstborn and the tenths of the fruits, and they were not seduced with the error of our brethren by fucking around with these other bitches. My brother, thou art of good stock or pedigree. And that was Tobit chapter 5 verses 9 through 13. So you see, when he came in there, the same thing. Who was your people, man? And they went down the list, went down the line. This was common among Israel. Even back in the 40s and 50s and before that, this was very common. Especially after they brought out people over here and separated all us and took away a lot of the children and sent them to other families and this, that, and the other. Knowing pedigree was very important because our people knew these precepts back then. It's you clowns that don't know this stuff now. And there was a time until recently when I didn't know it. But when I find out, I just like all the rest of the law, statutes, okay, well, I need to, line up. I need to do what I need to do and quit doing what the fuck I want to do. And maybe this bullshit will stop happening. But the majority of y'all don't give a shit because stinking ass pussy has bewitched you and got your ass under a spell to the point where you're going to do whatever the fuck you want to, especially if it gets you sent to hell. That's how much damn under a spell this shit got y'all's ass. It ain't important, man. You give it the importance because you're weak. All right, now check this here out, right here. This Errol 1, this is in Tobit 2. I'll show you when I get to the bottom. This is how shit gonna be going in the wilderness when we get over there. So y'all better listen damn good to this based on what we just covered. The angel said to the young man, brother, today we shall lodge with Raguel, who is thy cousin. He also hath one only daughter named Sarah. Now look, I got this in double emphasis because this is how this shit gonna be going down in the wilderness. You try to do anything outside of this, that's your ass. Now the angel is making this statement. I will speak for her. Did y'all hear this? Because when we get over there, we don't really know who the fuck we are. We know we're Israel, and we know there's a possibility that we could be Judah, Benjamin, or Levi. That was the southern tribe. We don't really know which one of them we are. All right? A lot of y'all think you do, but when you get over there, a lot of you gonna find out otherwise. I don't give a fuck as long as I get over there. I will speak for her that she may be given thee for a wife. So the angels are gonna have to do that. Why? Because they know the pedigree. They've been recording all this time, no matter what Esau did, no matter how many families these motherfuckers broke apart and tore apart, and how many of our women they raped and all this other shit and everything. The angels were always behind the scenes in the land, in the dimension without time, watching and recording, so they know. So whatever they say when we get over there, that you do. And you don't do anything else other than that, or that's your ass. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Because you don't know more than the angels. No, you don't. You can barely understand what you're hearing now, a lot of you. So y'all better take close heed to that. Verse 11, for to thee doth the right of her appertain. Because the angel knew her pedigree and his, seeing thou only art of her kindred or pedigree. Then the young man answered the angel. Now he's scared now. I have heard, brother Azarias, that this maid has been given to 7 men who all died in the marriage chamber. And now I am the only son of my father, and I am afraid lest I go into her, I die as the other before, for a wicked spirit loveth her, which hurteth nobody, but those which come unto her. Wherefore I also fear lest I die and bring my father's and mother's life because of me to the grave with sorrow, for they have no other son to bury them. Y'all see this? You see the consideration and the regard for the parents and not doing certain things? Even if they didn't know. If they weren't sure about something, they didn't just, well, I'm hot in the flesh. No, that's the love we used to have for each other and our parents, not like today. For they have no other son to bury them. Now watch this. Verse 15. Then the angel said unto him, dost thou not remember the precepts which thy father gave thee, that thou shouldest marry a wife of thine own kindred or pedigree? Wherefore hear me, O my brother, for she shall be given to thee to wife, and make thou no reckoning of the evil spirit, for this same night shall she be given thee in marriage. And that was Tobit chapter 6, verses 10 through 11 and 13 through 15. So don't get over there and the angels give you instructions and your lips get to flapping. Or they'll fuck around and do you like they did Zachariah, John the Baptist's father, and make your ass deaf and mute for a few years. Whatever they tell you to do, that you do. And a lot of y'all gonna be upset because the one they choose for you, bitch, gonna be bald in the motherfucker for the most part. Out of shape, gap between her teeth, gonna have all the features that you don't like, and all the damn females over there that you gonna be wanting to get with. And if you make any attempt to get with them, Asmodeus is gonna attempt to get your ass. That's how it's gonna be. And you know niggas when they first get over there and everything, as soon as they get over there, before the angels even get a chance to get everything ordered and situated, motherfuckers gonna be over there fighting. No, I'm with her. I'm getting, fuck you niggas, gonna be over there fighting and all this dumb shit and everything. And them bitches gonna be over there trying to pick the man that they want. And then a lot of them gonna damn start getting into this damn fuck fest. And the Most High gonna let it go, so he'll have them angels and Asmodeus to put them all to death. And then the rest of them gonna be standing by like, oh shit. They gonna be like, oh dude was right right here. They're gonna be scared then. Even when the angel tell them, no, you supposed to be with her, or you supposed to be with him. I don't know about this. What the fuck you don't know? What did I tell you? Do what you are told, and you won't have to worry about getting your ass fucked up like that. For she will be your wife, like he told the man here. So, LR1, I hope this is answering some questions and concerns that we discussed. Because these other brews ain't teaching this. They not going to. They're going to teach you Isaiah 4 and 1, Isaiah 13 and 12, Isaiah 32 and 2, and I teach all those too. But see, I teach in balance. Everything has to be done in balance. You thirsty motherfuckers ain't gonna just get to do whatever the hell you want to do. Hell no, because you feel like you sex depraved. That's part of the Most High's judgment, to get your ass right. But instead of damn getting your ass right, y'all want to sit up here and try to fight against it. No, I'm gonna do what I want to do. I don't give a shit what nobody say. I'm gonna do me because I'm important. Fuck the Most High and Hamashiach and the rest of y'all motherfuckers, and you too, Safar Sadek. I'm gonna do what I want to do. Damn it. Or I'll just die. And that's exactly what you're going to do, but not in the way you think. Not in the way you think. It ain't going to be, well, if I don't get to do whatever I want to do, well, fuck it. It is what it is. No, it ain't what it is, nigga. That ain't how this shit works. You ain't going to get to do what you want to do without having extreme hell put on your ass. And you're going to be more alive than me and everybody else to make sure you absorb every bit of it. And all your prayers that you send forth to try to get out of it is only going to intensify 100-fold every time. And then say, well, it is what it. No, you ain't going to be saying that shit, nigga. You ain't hard at all. These bitches got you running after they stinking ass rotten pussy. You ain't hard. These hoes are running your ass. You are not hard. So, all right, let's switch gears and let me get this done here. Check this out. Now, the Most High's got one hell of a sense of humor. He gonna tell them angels, you know what, for these particular knuckleheads there, that group of them right there, the hard-headed, can't get right special interest group, do it like this right here. They gonna bring women over there and everything. You're gonna be looking, you're gonna lock eyes with one. Damn, she fine. She got all the features I like and everything. That's the one I want. That angel gonna come over there and it's gonna be some shit like this here. Genesis 29:31. And when Ahiah saw that Leah was hated, he opened her womb, but Rachel was barren. So even if you do, try to get with one of the woman of your choice as opposed to the one that was chosen for you, she ain't gonna bring forth, and she gonna be reproached. She'll be fined in a motherfucker, and all the other women gonna be having kids, and they gonna be on her ass, just like old girl went through. And then she gonna be looking at you, and it's your fault. She should be looking at you, and everybody else is gonna be looking at you. You ain't gonna be strutting around there like you so hard. Well, that's just the way it is. No. Dreamland. Bullshit. Willful thinking. That's all it is. A dumb spirit. That ain't what it is. This is what it is. And if you what you say or think you are, y'all motherfuckers better line up. Line upon line, precept upon precept. Last precept. Now check this here out. Nehemiah 13:26. Did not Solomon, the wisest man that ever lived according to the Most High, King of Israel, sin by these things? Yet among many nations was there no king like him, who was beloved of his power. And Ahiah made him king over all Israel. Nevertheless, even him did outlandish women cause to sin. And his father David, a chip off the old block. And that's all you motherfuckers, that's the only defense you got. Well, Solomon and David, well, look what happened to Solomon in his old age, and caused the kingdom to be split between the northern and southern kingdom. That was Solomon's fault. Why? Because of some stinking ass pussy. Motherfucker, damn, 3,000 wives and concubines. You got too much time on your hand even as a king. Ain't that much fucking in the world, man. And these hoes ran game on his ass. Supposed to be the smartest man that ever lived, and there was never a king like him, the one that built the first temple to Ahiah, and let stinking ass pussy get his ass caught up. So after hearing this lesson, man, y'all got a lot to think about. Because if you think you're going to get over there to that wilderness and do whatever the fuck you want to, shoot yourself in the fucking brains. do yourself and everybody else a favor. Okay? Because you're not going to go over there and do what the fuck you want to do without getting your ass handed to you. And the very female that you think you're going to get over there and seduce or bring under subjection, Asmodeus going to strangle your ass. He'll use her to do it. Because the maid damn sure swore up and down that's what she did to her husband. And if she did do it, it wasn't her, it was that demon that did it. Your ass in there all hard and hot and horny and everything, and this bitch down latch onto your throat and strangle the shit out of your ass. And you so weak you can't even fight back. And the last thing you see is the demon in her eyes laughing at your ass. I got you, motherfucker, hard-headed. They let me kill your ass and I'm enjoying this shit. So, Errol 1 and the rest of y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed this lesson because, like I said, you're going to be hard-pressed to find any other damn Israelites on this social media platform or otherwise that's going to take you into these precepts, especially in Tobias or the book of Tobit that I just told you. They ain't going to tell you nothing about pedigree and that we're supposed to marry only within our own tribe. And that, nah, them niggas ain't going to tell you that. They don't want to hear that. They know the women in our tribe are fucked up, the majority of them. They know they're combative and confrontational and masculine, bold in the motherfucker and all these other problems. They know that. That's why they ain't going to teach this. They think they're going to get around it. The Most High going to allow it happen as punishment because you didn't get this shit straight here. So he's going to allow you to make it over there and let that happen. Didn't Solomon say that in Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 26, when he said, and I find worse than death the woman? And at the end of it, he said, let the portion of a sinner be given to her. That's what's going to be, that's the judgment that's going to be happening to y'all's asses when you get over there. That's what's coming. You only being kept alive and thinking you all right, only to get over there and have that type of judgment pronounced on your ass. You're going to have to marry a bitch you can't stand and she can't stand you. And that motherfucker going to be fertile as hell, too. Hell, all you got to do is look at the pussy and this bitch going to have quadruplets. And if you even think about marrying another woman, boy, you ain't going to have no pure hell on your hand. That bitch going to be smacking you in your face and kneeing you in the balls, all kinds of shit. So let's see how that works out for your dumb ass when you get over there. All right, fuck it, I'm done.